It is so fantastic to be here. Thank you all for showing up for another Detroit love session here. It's really hard to remember what I was going to talk about after listening to all those great stories, so it's going to take me a second. Thank you. As I look back on my life, I realized I might have peaked when I was 8 years old. And that was a long time ago. I grew up in the middle of three sisters in the west side of Detroit. My older sister was just so popular. My younger sister was brilliant. And then there was me, the messed up middle one, who was dyslexic, couldn't read, and was tall and gangly. But I was the funny one. I was the one who everybody looked at when things were bad, and I would always make a good joke. And I thought that was going to be my lot in life until the third grade, when something so wonderful happened. I received the most prestigious award in all of my third grade class of 15 girls. It was so fantastic because the Board of Education was having a really hard year. This is a long time ago. And the board decided they had to have a millage issue. So on the next ballot, they wanted all of the parents to vote yes so they could tax them more and have more supplies. Well, I went to a really small elementary school. My elementary school principal was really nervous. She knew if there was the millage that failed, our school would have so few supplies. So she decided to hold our parents at bay, put their arm behind them, and she blackmailed them into voting yes by almost destroying their children's lives. She decided to do the meanest thing I have ever heard of. She cut our supply of toilet paper. This is an elementary school. We got to go twice a day. So our principal decided each class had to choose a girl and a boy toilet paper monitor. If this happened today, every child in the third grade would have called their attorney and sued the school. In my class, I was so happy that my teacher loved me. She knew I couldn't read, so I think she felt sorry for me. But she knew I could count. So I got to be the most prestigious child in the third grade girls department of our class. I was the girls' toilet paper monitor. I know. Thank you. I was so proud of being chosen, and I thought for sure when I went home, I was going to tell my mother and father and sisters, and they would just be awestruck. But it didn't happen that way. I ran home, and when I got to the driveway, I smelled something really foul. I was hoping to have spaghetti and meatballs for dinner, but I realized my mother spoiled everything by making liver and onions. Disgusting. Mom! So I walked into the kitchen and I saw a pie. So I figured, all right, I'll tell the whole family my story during the pie episode, not during the liver and onions part. So everybody put their forks down when they were done, and I stood up, very proud. I have an announcement. I have been chosen by Mrs. McDowell, the third grade teacher, to be the girls' toilet paper captain. I had never been the captain of anything, so this was a big deal. But my family was silent. I waited for something, atta girl, anything. And then my father, who was always ready with a dad joke, he stood up straight and saluted me and said, "Aye, aye, Captain." And then He said, I hope you take your duty seriously. How could he say that at dinner time? I thought for sure my mother was going to punch him in the arm and tell him to cut it out. But no, he decided it was fine. So I did a great job. I made sure that all of the girls, if they had 2 fingers up, that meant that they had to go number 1 and got 2 pieces of toilet paper. 4 fingers meant big business. I was the middle child, so I did such a great job being fair. But then a terrible thing happened. The millage passed, and my job disappeared. Kids were capricious with their toilet paper. Nobody knew what anybody was doing in the bathroom anymore. So that was it. My reign, the power of the throne had ended. Not with a bang, but with a flush.